your mama's racing stream.
This is VRN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
All right, welcome back, Vigilante Nation. Tonight, the Texas heat gives way to the neon glow of pure American horsepower as round 10 of the VRL Vanquish ARCA series charges into one of the most boldest and unforgiving cathedrals of speed in stock car racing, Texas Motor Speedway. My name is Alan Vaught, and this is the Vigilante Racing Network, coming to you live from Fort Worth, virtual of course, for a night of race showdown and a 1.5 quad oval built for open throttle, white knuckle commitment, high speeds, sweeping corners, and a surface that punishes hesitation turns this place into a battleground where bravery is the only currency that will matter tonight. All right, we got 9 races down in this season so far, folks, and the points fight is tightening, and this Texas stage is ready to expose the drivers who attack from the ones who are going to lift. Texas doesn't care about your comfort zone. It cares about your entry speed, your nerve in the corner, the exit, and your willingness to stay flat out when the car wants to step out. Drive it in deep at turn 1 with the wheel loaded up, let the car settle down in the backstretch as the lights come alive. And rocket off turn 4 with the throttle pinned and the grandstands roaring. The fastest way around this place, the one that demands absolute trust, is the only way you're going to make it here. Settle in, America. Texas Motor Speedway is fast, fierce, and ready to give every driver exactly what they earn here tonight once that green flag drops here under the lights. As always, I want to thank my beautiful and talented wife, Lori, for managing this race, this league, and doing everything for the tire during these races to keep them as smooth as possible. She does an outstanding job. We couldn't do it without her. Thank you, babe. Appreciate it. And as always, we do invite you to join us in the conversation tonight in the live chat. We will feature select comments on the air, provided they are safe for work and reflect the level of sportsmanship that we've come to expect from our community. And with that, folks, we're going to get you some session details for this race as they're qualifying right now. That is the field. They got about 2 more minutes left in practice, actually. 3 more minutes, and then they go into qualifying. So let's take a look. 133 virtual laps around this place. That's 200 miles. The fuel limit is at 55%. They only have an additional 3 sets of tires in the pits. So that's going to be 4 total. You start the race on 1 set and have 3 additional in the pit. This series does feature a fast repair. So if they do get themselves in trouble early, if it's your favorite driver, don't panic. They got a mulligan. They'll be able to go in there and get a fully repaired car instantly and get back on the track and back in competition. But they only have one. So they only have one opportunity if that occurs. Otherwise, they have to do manual repairs. The incident limit is set to 25 and 6, and as always, iRacing controls the cautions, the lucky dog, and the waiver rounds. That's not the admin. Let's talk points a little bit. I mean, if you take a look at your top 5 here, something's going to jump out at you. First place, the number 1, appropriately, is Chris Gomes, 316 points. He has jumped out to a tremendous lead, and you can see why with 6 wins on the season. We're only 9. He's won 2/3 of the races. We're only 9 in the bag. See how he does tonight. But right now, he's trying to run away with it and get the double. He won the Premier Series Wednesday Night Series championship this season as well by 1 single point. So I'm not saying that he's got it in the bag, but he definitely has a great and commanding lead. We'll see if he's going to have to give these guys a little help to catch up with him for sure. But you never know what happens with the races we have left. There's a lot of risk out there. We got Mike Adamson in second, 252 points, doing a tremendous job. The 10 car, Andrew Cawthon, third step on that currently in the championship podium with 221. Then you got Albert Anderson, America's driver. Now, he was higher in the championships just a week or so ago. He had an illness, knocked him out of one of the races, unfortunately. He has a win on the season already. I thought that it was going to come down to probably him in the 1 for that championship. I don't know if he's going to be able to get back into this one over 100 points out of first place. There would have to be some tremendous bad luck for Gomes, but we'll see how high up in the standings he can get. He's back. He's feeling well. We'll see how America's driver does here tonight in Texas. And then you got Brian Rose in the 89 machine, 207 points. That's your top 5, folks. And 7 wins are right there on the board. I'll probably pull it up. I don't have that note in front of me who won the other 2 races. But Chris Gomes is on a roll. I mean, he won just last Friday as well. So at Homestead. And with that, we are going to kick you over to the main. You can watch the last 30 seconds of practice here. See who's on the track right now. You got Dave Mayberry right there out of Tucson, Arizona. We do have some cameras tonight. I want to mention we have 3, in fact. Alex Anderson, the 22, the 29 of Dave Mayberry, and then Austin Fassett as well. Jumped in with a camera. Make sure nobody else has as well. So yeah, so we got 3 onboards. See if we can find you those drivers while we have a moment. We're going to take a look at Dave Mayberry and that 29 machine. And a good shot of him. Nice face cam. He's got 3 monitors set up there. He's got a great field of view. Don't know where he went there on the track. Oh, I do know where he went. Practice time is at 0. You see there on your screen. So we're going to see these guys start doing their qualifying. But that's your onboard there with Dave Mayberry. Who hits the track first? They only have 5 minutes for qualifying. Nobody's out there yet. Looks like Colin Decker is going to jump out there first. Here we go. That number 8 machine. Not a great look looking through the fence there. There you go. Get a look at his car. Very patriotic. Appreciate it. Very appropriate here. Great state of Texas. What kind of time he throws down. You got Brett McCoy on track. Mike Adamson, Tim McAdam as well. Aaron Warren making his way onto the speedway. Let's see. We got some other information I want to pass along to you here. Talk a little bit about the atmospherics here tonight. All right, folks. Pretty mild. They should have plenty of grip at this track. The air tip is 71. Track tip's only 5 degrees or 4 degrees actually hotter at 75. Humidity is pretty high, 89%. But they got a really stiff wind. 17 mile an hour wind is nothing to kind of scoff at. 16 on your screen there. It's expected to go up another notch here before we go racing. So it's out of the south. It's kind of should be crossing the front stretch, but we'll see if it affects these guys. You know, as they coming out of turn 4, they're probably going to feel the effects of that, maybe more grip, but going into turn 1, they might be pushed and feel loose condition getting into that corner and going into 2. See what works out for them there. The fuel window tonight should be about 28 laps. So if we have a good, clean fuel run, might have an opportunity to see some green flag pit stops. It's about 28 laps. And that's all dependent on how well a driver, could be a little bit longer, how well they can save fuel, and if there's any cautions in there as well. A few more minutes remaining here. So let's talk about our sponsors. Let's pay some bills, folks. We have 3 sponsors this season, which is outstanding for us, and we appreciate those guys coming on board. Tonight's broadcast is proudly brought to you by Trackside Graphics. If you're looking for top-tier design work or you need a custom livery that turns heads on the track, reach out to Austin via the email you see there on your screen, and he'll get you set up and ready to get out there looking stylish. Trackside Graphics and Austin Facet. And also, tonight's race is brought to you by I got the wrong one up there. Is brought to you by Waste Pressure Washing. Family-owned Cincinnati staple, keeping home patios, decks, and driveways looking their absolute best. If your place needs a fresh shine, Wade's has the equipment, the expertise, and the hometown care to make it happen. So get in touch with Wade via his Natty Bengals for life at gmail.com there on the bottom of your screen. And of course, our final is Greg Klein's company, GC Cruise Travel. You know, if you want a stress-free getaway to the perfect vacation, he will set you up from cruise lines to all-inclusive resorts to a once-in-a-lifetime getaway. GC Travel handles the planning, finds the best value, and takes care of every detail so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. Get in touch with Greg via his email there, and he will get you on your way. He takes several of these cruises every year. He misses out on some races for it, and the pictures I've seen are tremendous. If you're looking for a stress-free experience, get in touch with Greg. All right, folks, let's see who is still out there. Basically, but maybe Chris Goins is making a late charge here. Might be making the money lap right now. Colin Decker has the top spot with Robertson in second and Mayberry in third. The newcomers up there front of the pack here in their qualifying run. All right, you can see there they are starting to get ready. Making some adjustments here, some different things as we're getting ready to go racing, folks. Give me 1 second. Should be good to go. We're gridding up right now. Let's take a look. Nope, not quite there yet. But Goins was able to take that top spot, folks. He's going to be on the pole position here. There we go. Let's check out your lineup. All right, pole position, Chris Goins. Colin Decker, great run, man. Second place. Trevor Robertson, third. Dave Mayberry, fourth. Brian Rose, fifth. Brett McCoy, sixth. Mike Adamson, seventh. Scott Milner, eighth. Scott Tice, ninth. Dalton Scaife, 10th. Dustin Eaton is in the 11th position. 12th, Dylan Bryan. 13th, Albert Anderson. 14th, Timmy McAdam. 15th, Gordon Spain. 16th, Luke Chadwick. 17th, John Gallagher. 18th, Alex Anderson. 19th, Dylan Simmons. Mike Everidge is in 20th. John McAdam, 21st. 22nd, Jonathan Osborne. 23rd, Joe Canellis. And 24th, Aaron Warren. 25th, Greg Parmalee. 26th, Tim McAdam. Dion Jones is in 27th. And rounding out your 28 car field is Austin Fassett, folks. We're going to have one lap here. We're going green this time. You can tell because the lights on top of the pace car are out. So the first start of the race, the first green of the race, rather, on the start is the tower. The flagman, rather, is going to start these drivers. After that, it's going to be the lead car will have the option to launch first inside the restart zone. But for this first one here, an even start. You see that pace car come off, and there it goes. Coming out of 4. See, Barney's ready to go with that flag. And we are underway, folks. We are green here at Texas. Chris Goins gets a good jump there. Trevor Robertson trying to follow through on the bottom. 89 is also getting a run on the 8 machine. Gets a little loose in the corner, though. So far, so good. But this is the race right here. Mike Adamson's joining in.
Finish line?
I did not.
Tremendous looking field here. These guys are going to have to be careful here in these first few laps. Cold tires. You can see that it is a multi-groove track. At least 2 good grooves, sometimes 3. Over the course of this race, you'll probably see 3 at times, depending on how rubbered in the bottom's going to get. And as they move up the track with old tires. Watching Mike Adamson trying to make this, or complete the pass rather, on Colin Decker. Colin's going to fight back on the outside, though, having the momentum. It's going to go in the corner. Really shoots it in there. Gets it down to the bottom. Put some dirty air on the nose of Mike Adamson. And Mike hits that outside wall a little bit, too. Probably a little bit because of that aero tight. That's if you know anything about racing, folks, you think of it like a boat. Coming off the back of that car, like the wake you see when a boat goes across the lake, for instance. That's the air. And if you cross that wake, it can unsettle the front end of your car. You lose a little bit of grip on those front tires, which are trying to turn you through the corner. And that's what happens. And I think that's what happened to the 88 a little bit there. He had plenty of speed, probably normal speed, had he not had a little dirty air thrown onto his nose. He's still trying to fight for this position. Colin's in 4th. Mike Adamson's trying to take it. So let's go around the outside this time. Has a lot of momentum. This might be exactly what he was looking to do.
All right, man.
Caution's out. Like it's involving Aaron Warren, Jonathan Osborne, perhaps Joe Canales. And we got some others possibly involved. Spain, McAdam, Bassett. So we'll find out here in just a second, folks. Your current leader, Chris Goins. Some really good racing there just in the first 5 laps of this. It's unfortunate we're already in the caution. Let's take a look. See what happened.
Yeah, I tried backing out of that one.
We're watching the rear end of Gordon Spain. He's got Timmy McAdam on his outside. Oh,
I need you around
so the 19. That's the 19, the Reese's machine. I think it was the 19.
I need you around me. Thank you.
I think that's Scott Milner. Let's take a look. So these guys are racing pretty good. Looks like 27 might have a run. Yeah, so 38. It's a little loose coming out of 2. 27's got the run on the outside. He's going to fight back on the inside. Maybe even go 3 wide here. There's a little bit of a check up there with the 19. The 38 gets in the right rear just enough. And that triggers this accident. 27 involved, 123, 38. See the 09 right there of Dylan Simmons. And then you got the other guys who are avoiding it back here, taking evasive action. So let's go back and take another look at that. And we're going to watch it from the flagman stand. See these other guys back here start to dodge it or headed through the grass. All right, nobody's out of this race though. That's an early caution. Some pretty good damage on a few of those guys, but they do have 1 fast repair. So if that was one of your favorite drivers, don't lose hope that they can get up here and battle for the win here tonight. You'll have a chance. I'll have this opportunity to look through the chat real quick. TM Kitchen and Grill out there pulling for Albert Anderson. I think that's Aaron, if I'm correct. I'm starting to remember some folks' real names. If that is, if I got it wrong, Kitchen and Grill, I apologize, but I think that's Aaron. Jeremy Gammon out there pulling for Ryan Walton. Laura's saying hello to everybody. Papa Anderson in the house. We got Bear, the chairman, out there. Boogity boogie, let's go racing indeed, my friend. Jeremy Gammon again. Nicole Decker in there saying hello to everybody and saying nice qualifying tonight there. 8, yeah, indeed. So let's see. Collins is still, he's in 5th. There's top 5. Great qualifying run. Just got out of position. Those guys tend to do that to you. They will stick their nose in there and push you out of position. And that's probably why he lost a few spots there. But great job. He's got a good pit stall, and everything starts with qualifying and kind of goes from there. You got to start doing that, and then you can really work hard on battling for these wins. As we are going green next time by, you can tell by the lights being out on top of that pace car. Lori's saying hello to Nicole. We got the Anderson aunts out there tonight. Edith and Kathy, welcome. And that's pretty much it. Thank you, our mainstay, showing up here tonight. Happy Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put one together.
All right, it's reset for this start. These guys did not hit pit lane. Everybody from 14th, Dylan Bryant back did, but they didn't take tires, as you could imagine. Chris Goins still leading. Trevor Robertson second. Mike Adamson is going to actually, Rose is 3rd on the bottom there in 89. 88 is 4th on the top. We're about to get after it again, folks. There we go. And Goins gets to launch. Once he gets to that green on the wall there, he can launch first.
Green flag.
And there he goes. We're back underway. Really good launch on the bottom there with Rose following the one machine. Making sure he gets up into 2nd over Trevor Robertson in 3rd. Colin Derricker up to 4th now. But he's battling it with the 88. Mike Adamson, who's now... Oh, they're wrecking again. Big wreck in the background there.
You were up on top.
Yeah, 14 involved. Many cars involved. I do see 1, 2, 3 meatballs. Dustin's got a meatball. Mike Everidge, Tim McAdam, and Junior. What that means is they must go to pit lane for repairs. Now, hopefully they still have their fast repair here. The series does give 1 fast repair, and they're able to get back out there, but I'm not sure who's already used their fast repair. Let's take a look, see what happens here. We got Albert Anderson, Luke Chadwick, Jonathan Osborne, Mike Everidge, Dustin Eaton, and Tim McAdam definitely involved, and perhaps others. Somebody's going to bounce the wall there. Oh, that's going to be Albert Anderson. That's the 99. Going to hit the wall. That's easy to do. You're coming up out of 2. He's nearly 3 wide here. Just gets a bit loose, just enough to touch it. And then the 9 machine is right there at that moment. And that's Luke Chadwick. And then that's going to bounce him down into 14 of Dustin Eaton. You got Scaife. The 69 gets involved there. Oh, the 9 gets nailed there. I want to say by the 27 of Timmy McAdam. See what happens with Dustin Eaton here in that 14.
I got a black.
He's going to get right rear clipped. Then Scaife hits in the 47. Got McAdam. John McAdam coming in there. 22. Yeah, got wheel damage. You see him missing his whole left front wheel and the right's tore up as well. So definitely going to have a fast repair. Hopefully he does have one. Let's take a look real quick and see if he does. Yeah, they just repaired. If you saw that, pop right back on. Let's take a look and back it up a little bit. You see, so this is what a fast repair is. If they get one in a series, that means all they got to do is make it to their box, whether they tow or they drive it in there. He's trying to get it in there. He's too close to the wall. That's why he's trying to position a little bit and going back and forth. So he finally gets it right. And once he is perfectly positioned, they will repair his car. Bam, just like that. Brand new. But that just means that Mr. Dustin Eaton does not have any more mulligans. If he has that kind of damage in another wreck, he's going to be out of this Texas 200.
We got lucky in that accident. They would have missed that.
Good looking machine there.
Yeah. Okay.
11 laps in. Two big wrecks already. A lot of guys certainly have used their fast repair. They're going to have to kind of like settle down just a little bit and let us stretch our legs into the heart of this race. So otherwise they're going to find themselves out early. Hey, Cawthon, that's out there in Cawthon. You're out there. You're third in points, man. What are you doing out of the race tonight? He's in the chat saying that he hates missing again tonight. No doubt. No doubt. You're not that far in front of your competition, buddy. Where are you at right now? Yeah, 221. You got Albert Anderson, 209, and Brian Rose just 2 more points back. So these guys are likely to close in on you there for that third position for sure. But we're looking forward to getting you back hopefully soon. Gonna jump back up here. So really, 7th on back, Milner went into pit lane, but Alex Anderson forward and your leader did not. We're going back green.
Thanks, fella.
Alex Anderson Sr., Albert Anderson Sr. out there saying hello to his sisters, Edith and Kathy. Cawthon says he'll be back next week. Here we go. We're going back racing.
Second gear, boys. Second gear.
Green, green, green.
Wisconsin's controlling again. Pretty good launch over the 89 on the outside there. Everybody else gets through unscathed. Really gets into turn 1 and 2 very well. That is the number 1 machine. Pulls just a bit on the 89. Look off the back deck of Chris Gomes. Got the associate sponsors there on his rear deck lid. So this man's on a tear this season. I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, 6 out of the 9 races he has won. And he is out front here tonight looking to make it 7. It just came into the season with a mission and a goal, and he has been performing. Now up to about a 0.4 second advantage over second, as we're starting to see maybe a challenge for second position between Trevor Robertson, Brian Rose at 89. 89 has it. Trevor Robertson wants it. Only 15 laps into this. We've had a lot of movement and a lot of action. Looks like we still have Dustin Eaton in the race. Tim McAdam Sr. in the race, but they're a lap down each. And apparently, or presumably, Timmy McAdam, that's Jr., and Mike Evers are out of the race. Let me take a quick look and see if they are. Definitely not in the race. But here's that 67 machine. That's Tim McAdam Sr. out of Mildred, Pennsylvania. He is still in it. Lap down. Car looks fine. Looks like he took his fast repair. He's just looking to make his way through and hopefully avoid, if there's another accident, he can avoid it and get a wave around back on the lead lap. Dustin Eaton for those Dustin Eaton fans as well. Ours, no problem. You saw that yourself. Sitting in 25th. And Alex Anderson is what he's also 1 lap down. And those are your, I know I take that back. He is on the last car on the lead lap. And he's missing his, we've seen this before with Alex. He's missing his entire front end. He's not going to be making very good time. Yeah, it's his onboard right there. Alex races with us out of Belton, Texas. So kind of a home track for him, I would imagine. We'll see if he's able to overcome this. He may have had, or must possibly had, some damage in the first incident and had already used his fast repair. So this is where he's at right now. Last car on the lead lap. All alone, as you can see. Headed down that back stretch, but he's probably not going to be alone for much longer. Let's take a look at that. Actually, no, the track map is what I was looking for there. You can see he circled right there in 24th. It won't be too long before those leaders get around. He's about a half a lap down to the leaders right now. See if this works out for him. All right, let's run through the field. We're coming around. We're starting in lap 20 right now. Go through the field. First place, Chris Gomes. Right where he started the race. Lori out there in chat saying, "Oh no, Alex." Yeah, indeed. That's not the first time we've seen that, but he guts it out. And that you got to give credit to that. A lot of guys just go ahead and pack it in. So check it out. Mike Adamson making a play here. Maybe for the first position. He loves this track. Got him a new paint scheme. He's looking to take it and put it in victory lane. Mike races with us out of Sanford, Florida. He started like about 7th. He's up 5 positions so far. Not have new tires on that thing either. Hasn't been on pit lane yet, so he's doing a good job of taking care of his equipment. Colin Decker's up to 3rd, so there you go, Nicole. Update on your man here. Started 2nd, running 3rd, having a really good run. I love the paint job he's got going on here. Take a quick closer look at it while we have a chance. I'll have to make you dizzy here for a minute, folks. Flip you around. Like a Black Rifle Coffee edition. Freedom Fuel, indeed. I do like how it's textured. Yeah, it's good looking. Good looking paint scheme. Really nice overall. All right, continuing through the field here. Dylan Bryant, Superman, he's fast at this place. He's up 8 spots so far for the night. I don't think I mentioned, let me take a look. He's not one of them, but we did have 2 penalties coming out of last week's race at Homestead, and it was the 04 of Greg Parmalee and the 30 of Austin Fassett. So those guys started towards the rear because they were not able to qualify this week. Here comes Trevor Robertson looking to take over that 4th spot from Dylan Bryant. Looking good and strong in that number 6 Bucky's machine tonight. Yeah, the Bass Pro Shop's 38 of Gordon Spain. He's up 9 spots from where he started tonight out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. 6th place. Brian Rose down a couple spots, but you expect to see him back up there. Super fast. Races out of Verner, West Virginia. Got 123, John Gallagher out of Roseville, California. He's up 9 positions already, running 8th. And that Lucky Charms. We'll see if he keep the luck of the Irish on his side here tonight. 81 of Jonathan Osborne out of Woodbury, New Jersey. He's in 9th, but being challenged right now, I think, by Scott Tice here in that 24. Ole Miss machine out of Avon, Mississippi. I wonder if that's where Lori might answer this question. I wonder if that's where Avon products are from, the beauty products. I have no idea. I'll probably get in trouble in a minute. All right, so you can see also right there in the background, Austin Fassett out of Eastern Pennsylvania, running 11th, up 17 positions so far tonight. and that Trackside Graphics Hero machine. 12th position, John McAdam out of Deshore, Pennsylvania. Up 9 spots already. Here's the Reese's. I'm going to throw back to Kevin Harvick, I'm thinking. I love this paint scheme. And the candy bar. Scott Milner running 13th right now. Just in front of America's driver. Albert Anderson, we saw he got involved in the incident just a little bit ago. Albert's only down 1 spot from where he began, though, folks. He started 13th tonight. Running 14th, looking for more. He did get on pit lane, probably for repairs. I don't know if he has new tires on that car or not. And Brett McCoy here in that number 11 throwback. A lot of old guys raced that number 11 back in the day. The one I think this probably throws back to maybe Cale Yarborough, I would imagine. It's the one I think of, at least. Oh, little contact there between these guys. Milner and McCoy. Step back here to Dave Mayberry. We also have on board with Dave here tonight. I think I showed it to you already. Got his Fox Properties machine out there on the track, looking very patriotic, red, white, and silver. And focus right there at the moment. Back the wrong way. Let's take a look. The Dalton Scaife is the next in line in 17th in that Coca-Cola 69. Dylan Simmons, the 18 at 09 machine. Greg Parmalee started with a penalty tonight. He's already up 6 positions so far. Running 19th. You got Joe Canellis in that 250th scheme in honor of America. Aaron Warren's going faster than that Alabama machine. But I want to take a look at this car because I missed it last week on the track, and I hate that because this was a great looking scheme. You see him racing hard to get up and get in the mix with these guys. Let's take a look at this scheme, though. Very good look at Patriot. I like the colors, too. Reminds me of Junior Motorsports, one of their cars. Celebrating America, folks, as we all should. 250 years of our nation. I mean, look at that. He's an over the 20 car, and so it's a pretty smart way to get in the 250th in there like that.
88 this time, bud.
Here's the 88 machine saying that he's going to hit pit lane. Actually, go back up top. It's probably a better perspective to do it that way. Yep. And United, we stand on the back. So, I got you in here this week, Joe. I hate I missed you last week, buddy. Mike Adamson, Colin Decker, Trevor Robertson, and Gallagher. These guys are all on pit lane right now. Going down to get their first green flag stops of the night. They may have expected some more. So now we're going to see some strategy played if we stay green. These guys had not been on pit lane yet at all. They probably thought there would be another opportunity, but then we started running some green flag laps here. So that can really throw a monkey wrench into your strategy and your plan. So that turned the lead over to this man, Mr. Dylan Bryant out of Stem, North Carolina. Off step right now at the moment, heading down into 3 and 4. Being chased by Gordon Spain. These guys are almost alone. Scott Price is the next one up. Here he is coming through now with Albert Anderson. Should be pretty, nope, it's not him behind him, but a little ways back. Here he is. Albert's running 4th. Hey folks, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. helps us highlight these drivers, helps out the channel as well. We do appreciate you being here tonight. We have a lot of return fans pulling for their favorite driver out here. That's always important, but we like to get some new folks in here as well. So when you do show up and you haven't already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the racing action here in the Vigilante Racing League. Well, this league does have 2 series. You're watching the ARCA series, the Vanquish ARCA series tonight. 24 gets a lot of shit there. I don't know if he's out of fuel, maybe. That's Scott Tice. Maybe out of fuel. But he is. But, so tonight you're watching the ARCA series, and then our premiere series is on Wednesday nights in Craftsman Trucks. We're live every Wednesday and Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Eastern here in the U.S. See, I don't see any damage on that car. I think he just may have run it a little bit long, or just being super careful about getting into the pit lane here. You know, Bryant, still your leader. Pulling away just a bit, almost a second over Gordon Spain, and Albert Anderson is 6 seconds behind these guys. So now that we're on different strategies, take a look at this track map. You can see we're all over it. Gary Parma's on pit lane.
19 this time, over right behind me there.
19 just called out. He's hitting pit lane. Austin Fassett's on the lane.
But he's pitting this time.
Spain just went down. Jonathan Osborne. Albert Anderson's going to hit the lane.
11 right here.
Look at the gaps between these guys. There's really nobody trying to pass each other at the moment. Probably settling down. This is the closest, but they're going on pit lane, so everybody's probably just trying to focus on get on the lane safely, under the speed limit, get my service, and don't speed on the way off pit lane or spin out coming around turns 3 and 4 on those cold tires. I know I'm talking to myself when I'm in the car, folks. Don't do this. Don't do that. Make sure I do this. You got to catch those mental checklists you have going on as a driver. We don't actually have, you know, a pit crew or anybody sitting on top of that box, hey, giving us all that information. We got to think about it while we're driving, do the math, and execute all at the same time. So these guys are doing a lot. Yes, they are flying around this track, but they're also doing the mental gymnastics they have to do to figure out what the best strategy is and how to achieve it. Here's on pit lane. Having finished his service, he's pulling off. David Mayberry is now your leader, but he's coming on pit lane. He's going to hand that over to probably back to maybe Dylan Bryant, who did not take tires right there. Chris Goins, actually. This will be your leader once he crosses around start-finish line. Because first and second, Mayberry and Aaron Warren are on pit lane at the moment. .22. Like you got the nose back on that car, being Alex Anderson. Alex just went maybe a third lap down. He must have had to go in and get that repair done. Just couldn't drive it anymore. Looking good right now. Ride along with him for a second. He's in 25th position right now. Last on pit lane at lap 22, so he should be going in for not too much longer. Look off his nose as he's driving down through 3 and 4 here. You can see obviously his onboard, but you're looking off the roof of his car right now, going down the backstretch. These turns here are very different. You can, I mean, especially early in the run, you can go nearly wide open. At least you can the trucks. I haven't been in this car in a while here. Through 3 and 4, but you have to hit the line just right. Otherwise, you're going to, like he did, touch that apron just a bit. Or if you don't hit the line on the bottom, you don't hit it perfectly, you could wash out into the outer wall. Coming off 2 is also pretty treacherous. definitely going to have to let off going into 1 and 2. And as the run goes on, maybe apply just a bit of brake. All right, Chris Gomes has indeed taken back over the lead. It looks like most people have finished their pit service. So let's run through and show you where you guys are running. Number 1 out of Charlotte, Mr. Chris Gomes. A little bit further back, got Dylan Bryant of Still, North Carolina, running second. He does have fresher tires, so he's actually not fresher tires as I'm looking at this. He went in later. He has more fuel. Neither of these guys took tires in that last stop. Chris Gomes went in at lap 32, and Dylan Bryant went in at 41, 9 laps later. That was a tire stop. Then you'd see the 51 probably track down Chris Gomes pretty handily here. About to say he's not going to track him down, but let's see. We're about 3 seconds back. Let's see if that holds the moment. Here's Mike Adamson, your third place machine. And that 88, he recently just repainted this thing. I want to say yesterday. Good looking paint scheme, Mike. Like he's going to be challenged here by, or just got by Colin Decker. And it's like Colin's going to fight back on the inside. Trevor Robertson just in front of those guys in third. Here's Brian Rose holding down 6th position. Brian also did not take tires that time around. Now, take a look at 7th. That's Gordon Spain right here. The little indicator here on my screen would maybe show, as we saw an accident there. Oh no. We did no caution there. We happened to catch that because we were watching Spain, but Spain's on new tires, by the way. We were just looking at these guys up in front of him.
Oh, good.
That's Brian Rose on the inside wall. The 88 and Colin Decker involved here. Let's go back and see what happened. Gonna have to manually do this because it didn't come up on the overlays here, folks. But you see Decker's getting up a little high. Gonna bounce off that wall, I bet. He does. And as he bounces off the wall, it's just at that critical moment where Mike Adamson, we'll get this out of your way, is just to his left. He's gonna bounce right into him. He clips at 89. I want to say Adamson was able to hold on to it. You see there, 89 gets the worst of it, just plows into that inside wall. And Decker's able to drive away as well. Really see any damage here on the 88. Take a look at Decker. Looks like he's going to be okay as well. That's unfortunate for Brian Rose. May have already used his fast repair. Nope. Pulling off pit lane. He just used his fast repair then. That's good news for any of you Rose fans out there. Hey, what, this track is unforgiving, folks.
Sorry about that.
The 1.5 mile track I've already mentioned, but it's quad oval in the front, which means it has 2 kinks, 2 little dog legs. You know, most of the tracks in NASCAR are what they call tri-ovals, so it's just got that one kind of bend in the front stretch. Most of these mile and a halves, that is. But this one and several others, like Charlotte, you know, they have what they call the quad oval, so they got the 2 kinks. But the turns 1 and 2, they have 20 degrees of banking. That's why I mentioned, hey, you definitely have to lift a little bit there after 1 or 2 laps for sure. And even on the first couple, you're probably going to be too loose to go wide open. And use a little bit of brake even in 1 and 2. But in 3 and 4 is at 24 degrees of banking. You can really get after it once you get a lap or so with those tires, a little bit of heat. And then both the front stretch and the back stretch are at 5 degrees. So you never lose any or go straight to 0 on the banking. You always got just a little bit at 5 degrees. This surface here is smooth. It's fast, aero sensitive. And if it had an identity, I'd say, you know, the wide open Toronto Coliseum, you know, he's got it. It can be rewarding and fun to drive, but it can also break your heart. I'm gonna try one more time here to go through the field. We're running back through there, and when we saw that accident happen, that did not bring out a caution. Again, here's your leader, Chris Goins, and here's Dylan Bryant here in the 51 machine, about 3 seconds back and holding it. You know, we looked at it earlier. We said, is he going to close in? He was right around 3, still holding at 3. There's Gordon Spain. Now, this guy is on fresh tires, folks. He definitely took tires that time. Up 12 spots overall, and like, as we get through this, he's going to come up through that. But now, does he have tires at the end is going to be the question. So they don't have enough tires here in this series to take them every time that they go to get fuel. That's by design. Throw some strategy into it. Hey, do I pay what we call the tire tax early in my race, in the middle, or at the end? You know, where is it the most strategically advantageous for me to do that? And right now, I don't know if this is the first set that Gordon changed. I had 3 overall for the entire night for 133 laps, but he definitely has fresh rubber, and he's making great use of them right now. Jared Robertson here in the 6th machine out of McCrory, Arkansas. He's running in 4th, only 1 spot abaft of where he began the race. They got Albert Anderson up 8 spots, America's driver. So Aaron and the Anderson clan out there watching Albert. Albert races out of Washington, D.C. Incredible driver. Really loves the super speedways, but he is especially potent at these tracks as well. Don't sleep on this man. Colin Decker having a great run here tonight. Nicole's out there pulling for him in the chat. He is in 5th at the moment, having a really, really good race and riding in style in that very patriotic number 8 machine. Dave Mayberry up Tucson, Arizona, running in 6th, having a great run. He's down 2 spots. He did start the race in 4th, but has not really lost much. We'll see how this works out. Probably one of those spots was Gordon Spain, who's now up to 2nd, coming through the field in those fresh tires. Here's Jonathan Osborne.
I'm so sorry.
Up 16 spots, running 6th right now. John Gallagher up 10 spots. He's in 7th. In that Lucky Charms machine, but he's been overtaken right now, or about to be perhaps, by Aaron Warren out of Jasper, Alabama. And he is going to get around on that high side. 123 is actually going to hit pit lane right now. Here's 19 of Scott Milner. Him and Scott Tice here are racing for 8th position. They got now the lap car of Mike Adamson right there behind him, and Mike is in 19th. Oh, a little piece of the wall there. But they're all going to make it through, though. All right, team's going to come out on top here for 7th position. As you see, the 88 definitely probably has new tires. He's going to try to go up here and race his way back onto the lead lap. Like Mike is only 1 lap down at the moment. All right, next up in 9th position is Brett McCoy. And that Busch number 11. Dalton Scape having a good run here tonight. Qualified 10th, running 10th in that Coca-Cola 69. You see the 22 of Alex Anderson going around, not for position. And here's Joe Canellis. Joe's also out of Washington, D.C. I don't remember or recall that I knew that. Running 11th. Deion Jones having a good run, up 15 spots right now, running in 12th of Diamond-Dale, Michigan. Here's Dylan Simmons, 13th, up 6 spots. Luke Chadwick in that good-looking throwback to like the Haviland 28, I would say, out of Dallas, Texas. So home race for him. Up 2 spots so far. Dustin Eaton on the lead lap, also from Texas, looking to make his mark. Had some really unfortunate luck earlier. Actually, I take that back. He's a lap down, but only 1. 15th. Here's your leader again. This is going through track positions or positions. No, actually, Chris Gomes is not leader right now. When did you hit pit lane? Let's see. 40, lap 40. What happened with him? We'll go back and take a look. Here's 18th. Trevor Robertson. Colin Decker did hit pit lane a few laps ago. That's why he's now back here in 20th. Greg Parmalee is on pit lane now. Ryan Rose still out there, running 22nd. And McAdams Sr. in 23rd. John McAdams in 24th. Austin Fassett in that 30. He's running 25th. And Alex Anderson running in 26th. So Gordon Spain's up here at first, but looky. I told you not to sleep on Albert Anderson. Look at where he's at right here now. He's going to take over that top spot. It's not unfamiliar to him. We go on board in his cockpit here. See if he's sporting what kind of fire suit he's got for us tonight. I always like to look at these fire suits. Looks like the same one's got Vigilante Racing. No, check it out. That's right. It might be a little different. I think the color of the base color of this suit might be different, but I don't remember seeing, or maybe I did. Yeah, that VRL logo in there on the chest. So I like that. Good job, man. As we take a look through his windscreen to see, as he has taken over now, top spot as Gordon Spain hits pit lane. New leader, Erica's driver, Albert Anderson.
99 putting this time, 99 this time.
As I say that, he's going to hit pit lane now too. Let's watch him do this, folks. Having to get down, it's kind of treacherous making that transition there. You're also on the brakes a bit. You got to get down to pit lane speed. You can see there. Maybe about 40. There's 47 on there. I think it's 45, so this overlay might not be exactly accurate, but gives us an idea. Second gear going down through there. See if he takes tires.
9 car in the time, 9 car.
He does. This will be a tire stop for him. Now the race is back in the hands of Dylan Bryant, with Mr. Dave Mayberry running in second. Yep, Dave is right now
11 this time.
over 4.5 seconds behind Bryant. They're having a great run right here tonight.
51 pitting this time out.
Dave Mayberry might actually inherit the lead. I just heard Dylan Bryant saying he's going to hit pit lane. Let's see if Dave gets out here and leads the lap here tonight. Now, this series does not reward, leading the lap, so nice to get out front, though. I think I just heard him call. He's going to hit pit lane as well. And he is. He gets on there pretty handily. Aaron Warren's next up, and he's going to hit pit lane as well. Everything should cycle back now to Chris Gomes. Chris is running the bubblegum scented dude wipes machine here tonight. We'll make sure that dude wipes are not only for dudes, apparently for dudettes as well.
You good, Tim? Thank you, buddy.
All right, 73 laps complete. We've got to start looking at some strategies here. These guys are able to do about 28 laps on a fuel tank. Gomes was last on at 58. We should see him at, he's got a ways to go, 86. Another 12 laps he can go. which means if he does come around that point, you have to go in at 114, and 114 will get him to the end of the race. Now, it's not to say if he can go really in any time after lap 105, which will get him to the end, but the question is, when do you want to stop? Right now, the closest cars on the track are Albert Anderson here. Racing with trying to get up to Mike Adamson. 0.25 in front of him here. Closest on the track. Let's see. Let's watch him. He's on fresher tires. It'll blow right past. Albert's still in 4th position. Now going to take over that 3rd spot. As you see, Dustin Eaton also trying to get around to 88 there as well. But Eaton is not on the same lap with these guys. Definitely fast. Aaron Warren racing with Scott Milner for 11th.
Got to get out of the way of the man of steel. Yeah.
So Aaron has a little bit of an advantage on tires. If it's, let's see, they both hate tires. It looks like they did. Trying to work that outside, that is. Aaron is. It's a good run off of 4 here. Let's see if he's able to get on the inside. The not quite is there now. Very close. Dives it into turn 1. We'll be able to get back on the gas here with the fresher tires. Complete this pass.
You can have the bottom of the 1 here, Jonathan.
Dylan Bryant just made a pass on Colin Decker, but he also had significantly fresher tires. It's like you're going to see Dylan Bryant try to jump up through the field here. He has the freshest of the drivers furthest forward. He's running 5th right now. You can see Gordon Spain up there in the distance coming out of 2. You've got a 3.2 second advantage, that is, Spain does over Bryant. Alex Anderson's on pit lane. We're right on board a little bit here with Dylan Bryant. You can hear he's saving fuel. These guys are already playing out this strategy to see if they can get to the end. And they are all over the map on strategy as well. Trying to kind of figure out who's where. There's a lot of different strategies at play, though. See Brian Rose on pit lane. Riding on board with Brett McCoy. This is how these races go sometimes, folks. They'll sit there and they will have a few wrecks at the beginning, and then they'll get stretched out like you see here. And then it's all about strategy and racing 1 or 2 cars at a time. And they're definitely able to get around here a lot more safely. And that's good for us. We get to see how it all plays out and who chooses wisely on their strategy. Albert Anderson's up to 3rd now, having gotten past Gordon Spain. Let's take a look. See what kind of strategy he's on. Last on pit lane, took tires here. Lap 69. Told you can go about 28 laps on a fuel tank, so that should put you around 97. We're definitely going to have to make a few more stops before this is over. Yes, going around 97, but 105 is kind of the magic lap. You got to get past like 105 to make it to the end. You could stretch it maybe a lap or so if you're super heavy on saving, but we'll see what happens. Austin fast up in the chat, having it's like Austin, are you out of the race? Yeah, you must be. I don't have your camera feed any longer. But so 97, like I was saying, Anderson's going to have to go in around that time frame. That's a good 8 laps short of where he needs to be to make it to the end. So you just run it, make a quick stop to get him to the end later.
You're good, buddy. Tony Ford shouldn't be talking the second and third for the battle, you know.
Right here with Scott Tice and the 24 machine.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Scott is got 4 lap fresher tires than John Gallagher. He's trying to get around here, get around that Lucky Charms machine. John's gonna hit the outside wall. And it's so dangerous. We've seen these guys bounce off of that, cause accidents.
Stay high here, guys.
John does a good job of keeping it up there, not letting it bounce him into the 24 or the 09 of Simmons. Scott Tice running in 7th right now. Really looking fast. Just going on pit lane. Your leader. Coming here at 87.
He just had the pit.
Like I mentioned, it's not be enough to get him to the end. Taking tires. He handed the lead over to this man, Trevor Robertson. Trevor races with us out of McCrory, Arkansas. Always super fast. We'll watch him dive into 1 and 2. Howard Anderson is now in 2nd, and Gordon Spain back to 3rd. Just heard him announce he's actually going to hit pit lane here. These other guys going to go around him at this critical moment. You got to be careful. If you get loose there, it could shoot you back up on the track. See if he gets tires as well. Kind of paying attention to the tires because we want to see who's going to be coming and going, who's already paid their tax. I think a lot of these guys paid it early. I like to do that. If I race with them, I'd rather get it out of the way. You just don't know what's going to happen at the end of the race. Yep, taking tires here. Now, Albert Anderson's now your leader.
67, getting in.
His last on pit lane at lap 69. So he's got probably another good 6 laps left in him. He heads down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Austin Fassett says, yeah, I'm out of the race tonight. Like he's going to get some practice with the new setup and get used to it. Yeah, Austin started off with a brand new, I want to say, was it Moza? I think Moza setup, he said. Just going to skim around the track here. I do see Tim McAdam Sr. has a black flag. Must have had something going on pit lane. Skim around here and see what we have for exciting action to watch. 92 laps complete. Watching to see when Albert Anderson goes in. Still your leader. Said should see him around lap 97. That's for getting around the outside there to the 38, trying to at least. You have 25 cars in this race tonight. We see 11 get a little wiggly there. That's Brett McCoy, the real McCoy. Or is that just saying, hey, hello to Austin? Hates it that he got knocked out of the race. Indeed. Five laps complete. Looking to see when your leader, Albert Anderson's going to hit pit lane. All right, folks, let's talk about next week. We are headed out to Auto Club Speedway in California. It doesn't exist anymore in reality, but it still exists here in the sim. That's one of the wonderful things about iRacing. And they scan these tracks. If those tracks get torn down, you have them here forever. You even, for instance, North Wilkesboro. Yeah, we got a new repave on that, but hey, we have the old school scan track that some of our heroes raced on back in the 80s and 90s or even the 70s. That we can go out there and run if we want to. And the Auto Club is another track I really hate it's gone. Love that track. But it's still here in iRacing, and these guys race it well. So make sure you tune in next Friday on the 17th so you can see them and get after it. You're going to see a lot of draft effect. It's a 2-mile track, so races a little bit like Michigan. I would say I like it better than Michigan. That's probably a hot take or a controversial take. But love that track. So tune in. Let's see, is that going to be a night race or not? I'm going to take a look. Don't recall, there's a night race here tonight.
Oh, yeah, sorry, man. I'm a little busy. No problem.
Auto Club is the night race. So we only got 3 races left in the season. Auto Club on the 17th. And you got the 24th is going to be Kentucky Speedway. And then we head out for our championship race, 31 July at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So only a few races left in this season. 3 more after we finish up here tonight. Anderson's still out there on the track at 99 laps, so he's done a really good job saving his fuel. Look, he just pulled down. Going in this time, maybe, at lap 100. Yep, indeed. He's going to go in and cross for 100. But he was able to get about 31 laps out of that tank of fuel. A great job. You hear these guys out there clutching and everything else. That's them trying to save fuel. Takes tires this time. Yep, taking tires. All right, so that handed the lead over to, we have others on pit lane. Milner, Gafe, Canales. Coming down, you see Milner and actually Canales coming off pit lane. Anderson now coming off. And here's your leader, Dylan Bryant.
Dylan, I'm going to fit in here, buddy. I'm going to let you take it now.
Dusty letting him know he's going to go down low. Actually, asked him to go ahead and take it now. He's going to go down pit lane here.
Yes, sir.
Hit in, sorry. Hit in.
They also fasted out there in the chat saying he wasn't expecting any results tonight. Everything's completely different. Higher feedback wheel and everything. He upgraded his wheel. So when we say that, we're talking about the force feedback, the actual equipment that we used to race with. He didn't get much practice with it. Barely got it all put together before the race. So yeah, I could see how that would be really kind of off-putting, not able to perform your best, not being familiar with it. And Lori's out there saying, hey man, yeah, get your practice in. You hear your leader, Dylan Bryant, saying he's hitting pit lane next time. Oh no, we got somebody back there who just wrecked. I just saw something in the background right here. No caution. Somebody just nailed that inside wall. It did not pop up here. Let's see. Deion Jones, maybe.
11's pitting this time. 11 this time.
Taking a look here, trying to see if I had anything on Deion Jones. He's sitting there, so I think something happened to him. It might have been him. Let's take a look back. No, that wasn't him. I don't know what happened there. Let's see. He's still sitting there, though. All right, Chris Gomes is now your leader. Get back to the race. I just missed it. And it didn't pop up and come out with a caution, so it's hard to find in the real time. Don't want to bore you guys looking for it. So I said that Albert Anderson was able to do 31 laps. Let's take a fuel. So let's take a look here. 87 was when your leader was last on pit lane. We bump that up to the longer. It's going to be like 118 he can go to. 105 here. They can definitely make it from here. But we're going to see some people like Brett McCoy. It's like he's on pit lane right now. Aaron Warren's coming off pit lane. These guys are thinking, hey, man, go ahead and get my last drink of fuel. See what I can do. Now that we're at this point, let's run through the field. First place. Right now, Chris Gomes. Second place, Trevor Robertson. Mike Adamson's in third, having raced his way back into this thing after some bad luck earlier. Last on pit lane at 77, though. 38, Gordon Spain's fourth. Albert Anderson in fifth. And saving fuel, I can hear it. Colin Decker is in sixth. Dylan Bryant is in seventh. Dave Mayberry eighth. Scott Tice of Avon, Mississippi is running in ninth. Don Gallagher, the Lucky Charms machine. 10th. Jonathan Osborne running 11th. Up 11 spots too. Scott Milner. Well. Yeah, see, Mike Adamson's on pit lane now. He's running 12th. And 13th is Dalton Scape here in that Coca-Cola machine. Brett the Real McCoy in the 11 Bush machine. He is in 14th. Ryan Rose, 15th position. Dylan Simmons at 09. He's running in 16th. Luke Chadwick in the 9 machine. He's in 17th. 18th is the 23 of Aaron Warren. John McAdam is in 19th. Joe Canellis is 20th. Deion Jones back on track. He's the 21st. Greg Parmalee in the 04 machine. 22nd. Justin Eaton running 23rd. Tim McAdam in the 67 is in 24th. And the last
89.
car right now is the 22 machine of Alex Anderson. Take a look here. Check in on the 99. Trying to track down Gordon Spain. He's right in front of him here. Got a mess in front of him. Mess of lap cars trying to get around the 04 here. Impeding Spain a little bit is going to allow Anderson to get right up to him. Anderson does have 1 lap fresher tires. These guys are both on fresh tires. Chris Gold, your leader, on pit lane right now. We're watching this battle right here. Albert Anderson trying to track down and pass the 38. That would be for second now. Oh, no, the 22 and the 09 get together. It's going to be a caution.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
All right, folks, that's going to, as they say, that changes everything. 21 laps to go. we're going to see a lot of action, so don't tune out. Go back and take a look and see what happens with these two drivers. You saw it in real time.
Pace car.
Involved.
Backstreet.
Dylan Simmons here, and I think they're 22. Yeah. So you see 38 and 99 trying to get around there on the bottom. You're riding behind Dylan. And I think this is a matter of 22 not realizing he's not clear. All these guys getting around the outside kind of goes up a bit too soon. Not being clear of the 09 machine. You can see here from the overhead. Yeah, just not quite clear. I think it only involves these two drivers. Everybody else seems to be getting by there. Ford gets by as well, so. Got back over here. So right now it's showing Dave Mayberry as your leader. We're kind of in the middle of pit stops there. This may throw a wrinkle into everybody's strategy. I'm sure a lot of guys did not want to see this caution. These guys are currently behind the pace car or not on the lead lap.
Take the picture. Be behind the pace car.
I hear you.
Watching Dave right now at the moment. Everybody in front of him, they're not on the lead. They might be on the tail end of the lead lap. They're not on the lead lap. That's why Dave is being shown as your leader. Spain second, Anderson third, Robertson in that fourth position. Chris Goins in fifth. Here's a question on who's going to hit pit lane, though. See one going down pit lane. It's like Dalton Scaife. Right up, staying out.
Even need to stop that more.
Lights are out on top of the pace truck. Pace car, rather. I don't know what these guys are doing. 23. Don't know if he thought he was supposed to get the wave around, maybe.
Maybe are you on tire?
I can't tell you that.
I just want to know how fast you're going to be. All right.
These guys kind of talking it out. You got Mayberry and Anderson talking.
Yeah, pace car.
So Dave decides to take the inside line here.
I honestly didn't know I was going to be in first
Let's
place.
see.
That means you got old tires.
He does have older tires than the rest of these guys around him. He's last on pit lane at 101. Everybody else around him is on 113. We're kind of all over the place here. Gordon Spain does not have new tires. Best tires at the front here. You got Trevor Robertson and Albert Anderson, and they're in the second row. So this might be a little bit of a wonky start. Let's see. That 99 and the 6 are going to get after it. We can launch right here in the green. And there he goes. Dave gets a pretty good start. Going to allow 99 to get through as well. Hopefully, he's going to clear. We'll see. He's got newer tires than a 38. Seeing pulling there, that is Albert Anderson. He'll be able to clear him when he gets out of the corner. Certainly, maybe get down to 3 and 4. 38 does fight back on the outside.
59, 50.
Really driving it in deep, that is a 38. Albert's probably being careful, realizing he's in a really good position here. Doesn't want to get messed up by pushing too hard here at the beginning. He's being held down. So see how he gets loose there. They touch. 51's coming as well. 3 wide for second place. 6 machine looking to get in here. I don't know if something's going on with 99 or not, but he got kind of put in the sucker hole, so that's probably what happened. Hey, Mayberry's still holding on to the lead of this race. He did take new tires at lap 101. 16 laps to go. Dylan Bryant is on a mission. Like I said, all these guys, I see some scraping of the wall back there. 51's probably going to get in there pretty good here. It'll be clean. He's going to want to dispatch the 29 as quickly as he can because he has Chris Gomes coming. Guys are getting after it behind him. 99's dropped down to 4th place and being challenged by the 6 machines. Finally got in front of the 38. If he's able to get some momentum coming out of 3 and 4, hold off the 6. 6 really just drives it in there. I don't know that Albert's on new tires. It looked like he was. Take a look. He is not, actually. Looked at the wrong number, folks. I apologize for that. That's why you're seeing him struggle here. Still holding on to 5th position, though. Dylan Bryant's taking over the top spot. Chris Gomes looking to take over 2nd here. Right hard on the outside. Dave's hugging that white line. Trevor Robertson's coming too, so Gomes cannot sit back at all. Unless he wants to win this race, he's got to get up there and fight with Dylan Bryant. Trevor Robertson's on new tires. Chris Gomes on new tires. Just barely keeps it out of the wall there. Now he has a chance to sit here and set his sights at 51. We'll take a look. It's about 0.45 right now. So it's on your screen. It'll take a bit to see. He's closing in a bit. Man, gets close to that wall. Doesn't gain on Bryant. Now it's up to half a second advantage for the 51 machine. See that battle for first there on your screen. Trying to see here. What I'm looking at here is that I don't see that Gomes has tires either. Again, that caution came at such an inopportune time. Those guys probably played out their strategies, and then right in the middle of that cycle, this comes out. So Dylan Bryant looking very strong here, pulling away just a bit from the 1 machine. Trevor Robertson looks like he has tires in the 6. He might be able to get up here and battle for 2nd place. Action back here. John Gallagher getting into it with the 38 of Bain. Now I say Gomes wasn't catching, but he's now dialed it in to 0.3. And to catch him sniffing a little bit of draft. We might have a battle for the win after all. I'm curious if Chris Gomes, maybe he went back down on 113 to top off on fuel to make sure he was good. And he had to actually take in tires because he had just hit pit lane, as I mentioned, not long before that caution came out. So there may not be such a difference on the tires. Not being their crew chief, I just don't know. But I can see with my own eyes that they're closing in here, the 1 and the 6 on that 51 machine. Looking off of Bryant's 51 right now. About a quarter second in front of these guys. The 6 machine hits the wall. Maybe gets a little arrow tight. That's Trevor Robertson. That may seal the deal for him, being able to get up here and fight for the win. Chris Goins is still coming. Kyle Vaughn in the chat out there. Hello, Kyle. Pulling for Trevor Robertson, his teammate, in the Premier Series. Also mentioned, he said, hey, Mayberry's out here doing work. Yeah, he's still running 5th, man. Doing a great job. Coming around for 5 laps to go here when they cross the line. Now that Goins has gotten close enough to the 51, he may be fighting a tight condition behind that car. Still tracking in, 0.13. And I said Robertson was going to be out of it, but he's not. Able to recover from that wall scrape. Really diving it in there, the one is. If he's able to get the drive off, get those tires to hook up. He does. 51 scrapes the wall. This is the opportunity right here he was looking for. Forced him maybe into a mistake. Going to go hard into turns 3. 6 is going to try to follow him through. This could be the race right here. 51's trying to fight back. Chris Goins, your new leader. And the 6 get up here and challenge him for this win. He's looking to dive it in there too. That is Robertson. He is definitely there. Losing a little bit of ground on the backstretch as the 51 still fighting to hang on to 2nd. This is exactly what Chris Goins wants to see. As long as they're side by side, that's helping secure his win potentially with 2 laps to go. On board with Trevor Robertson. Coming around to 3 and 4 to take the white flag. Can they do anything to take Goins out? White flag in the air. Six is going for it. He's going to dive into 1 and 2. He wants 2nd place at least. Surprisingly, they have still kept right up with Chris Goins.
I saw that nose coming down there, Albert.
Goins coming around. He's going to take the checkered flag, but who's going to take 2nd?
I slapped the wall and I'm all floor up.
Chris Goins, your winner. 51. Dylan Bryant able to hold on the outside
Oh, God dang it!
and take that final podium position. Actually, that 2nd place podium position with Trevor Robertson in the final position. Great win here for Chris Goins. That makes 7 on the season. I mentioned he's already won 6 of the 9 races, now 7 of 10. Just having a tremendous season.
At the wall like an idiot.
Really great job. Everybody kind of giving him a congratulations. See Albert Anderson there doing it. Some of the other guys coming up to give him a little congratulatory bump.
Way to go, Chris. Good job, man.
Good job.
Here is your winner, folks. Let's see if he does some burning down for us.
Nice win, Chris.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We see you out there in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to talk to your champion here in just a moment when we get him up here. Mr. Chris Goins out of Charlotte, North Carolina. As Kyle said, good finish there. Yeah, I mean, we kind of had a little bit of the doldrums in the middle once we got spread out. I don't know if you were in for the whole race, Kyle. A little bit of action at the beginning. Then we had some strategy play through the middle part of the race. And then, of course, with 20 laps to go, we dialed up the excitement button. See if we can get Mr. Goins up in here. He's already in the green room. Giving us some burn it down right now at the moment. And here we go. Hey, Mr. Chris Goins. This is Alan in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
7 wins out of 10, man. That's what's up. 2 in a row here, coming in from last week at Homestead. How are you feeling right now?
I can't ask for a better way for the season to be going. I had a strategy planned out for that one. And then the caution came out while I was on pit road. Luckily, I was able to stay on the lead lap. But if I had gone a lap down, it would have been over. But no, I just enjoy racing these guys. Dylan and Trevor and Adamson was up there, and Brian and all those guys. So I just enjoy racing these guys, racing hard and making it exciting. Hopefully.
Well, with 3 races to go in the season, you have over a 2-race advantage in the points right now. It's got to feel good, man. What a dominant season. I think back to, Kyle Larson had 10-win season one time in NASCAR and things like that. You're really on a tear right now. You've got it dialed in. Just came off a razor-thin championship in the Premier Series, a 1-point championship over there on Wednesday night. So going for the double. Is this the first time you would go for the double? I don't remember.
Yeah, it'll be the first time between the two series. Because that was my first time winning that one. I've won the last 2 in this series, but this will be the first time for the double. Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Well, hey, next week we're going to one of my favorite tracks. We're going out to Auto Club. How you feel about Auto Club and the subsequent tracks? We hit Kentucky after that, and then championship at Charlotte.
Yeah, Auto Club is going to be one of those. It's going to be a pack racing track. The draft is real heavy with these, so it's going to be hard to break away. So hopefully we see a lot of clean green flag racing at Auto Club. I think it may lend itself to be a little bit of a caution fest. Hopefully that's not the case, and hopefully I'm not manifesting that, obviously. Right. But Kentucky, I'm still up in the air about. I love Kentucky, but I may miss that race. I'm not sure yet. So if I don't miss the race, then I do love Kentucky. And then Charlotte is one of those tracks that I have raced on a ton, being from Charlotte. So I enjoy it. I'm not always like the fastest guy there. Dylan is usually walking away from the pack there. So I'm gonna have to put in some work there for that one, and then hopefully we can wrap this thing up.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, thanks for talking to us. But before I let you go, do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
Yeah, for sure. Shout out my team over here, Track Bar Motorsports. We had Brian Rose. He got unfortunately involved in some stuff that wasn't necessarily his own doing, but it did kind of take him out of contention there. And then Jesse's missing the race tonight because he's working the racetrack with the sheriff's department. So, but we'll hopefully have him back next week. Shout out to everybody in this league. I mean, just running these guys, whether it's Wednesday nights or Friday nights, it's just a lot of fun with these guys. A lot of respect shown, a lot of give and take. It's just a great group of guys to race with. Lori for putting through or putting up with everybody and getting everything set up and everything that she does behind the scenes. I know she puts in a ton of effort behind the scenes. Good, bad, and indifferent. She's got to deal with a lot of stuff. So we just appreciate her doing that. And then obviously you over here at VRN being able to check these out. I know it's almost as much effort for you to put in for the broadcast as it is, for Lori behind the scenes as well. So just appreciate that. Everybody that's watching out there, and whoever's in the chat, obviously can't see it because I'm in VR, but everybody that's out there, just appreciate everybody tuning in every week and interacting. It's a lot of fun to kind of put these shows on and get out here and do it again. And hopefully we can get out here and have some fun at Auto Club next week.
Yeah, for sure, man. Continue that tremendous season you're having. A lot of people in the chat, just speaking of that, are congratulating you. Kyle Vaught's out there, watched the end of the race. Lori's like, hey, great finish to you. And the Anderson clan, everybody's out there saying a tremendous job. So congratulations one more time, man. I look forward to seeing what you're going to do out there in California.
I appreciate it, Alan, and thanks, everybody.
Good night.
See you.
All right, folks, there is your winner there tonight. Mr. Chris Goins in that number 1 machine. What a tremendous season he's having right now. It's incredible what he's been able to do. 7 out of 10 races he has won this season. But hey, let's get the results here for this race tonight. So Chris Goins, top step. Dylan Bryant brings it home second. Trevor Robertson, third. Scott Tice, fourth. Albert Anderson, fifth. Dave Mayberry, sixth place. John Gallagher, seventh. Gordon Spain, eighth. Scott Milner, ninth. Mike Adamson, a nice rally to be able to bring it home, 10th position. 1 lap down. Everybody from this point's 1 lap down. That's how This race went tonight with a long green flag run in the middle. A lot of guys got caught out during the pit lane cycle there when the caution, just unfortunate timing. Colin Decker for Nicole out there came in 11th. Brett McCoy 12th. Jonathan Osborne 13th. Brian Rose 14th. Aaron Warren 15th. 16th position, Deion Jones. Luke Chadwick 17th. Dylan Simmons 18th. In the 19th position, Greg Parmalee, John McAdam 20th, Dustin Eaton 21st, Joe Canellis 22nd, Tim McAdam Sr. 23rd, Dalton Scaife 24th, 25th, Alex Anderson 26th, Austin Fassett, Mike Everidge, him and Tim McAdam Jr. out early of this race, as you can see by the laps there. I just got caught up in an early incident there. So that is your results, folks, here tonight. What a great race it was in the very end there. But hey, let's pay some bills before we get out of here. Let's talk about our sponsors. Trackside Graphics proudly brought this to you tonight. And if you're looking for top tier design work or need custom livery work done, you want to turn heads on the track, get in touch with Austin via the information you see there on your screen. Additionally, we have GC Cruise. GC Cruise is a stress-free getaway. If you want a stress-free getaway or a perfect vacation, from cruises to all-inclusive resorts, to all-in-one lifetime getaway, GC Cruise Travel handles the planning, finds the best value, and takes care of every detail so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. GC Cruise Travel. Get in touch with Greg. And then finally, Wade's Pressure Washing Service. Tonight is powered by Wade's Pressure Washing, a family-owned Cincinnati staple, keeping homes, patios, pool decks, and driveways looking their absolute best. If your place needs a fresh shine, Wade's has the equipment, the expertise, and the hometown care to take care of it. And you get in touch with Wade via the information on your screen. And we thank all of our sponsors for coming on board for both series this season, folks. And with that, I mentioned a couple times we're headed out to Auto Club. We wrapped up round 10 tonight, going out to Auto Club for round 11. And I hope to see you there. Make sure you tune in next Friday, the 17th, by 8:50 Eastern time here in the States, so you don't miss out on any of the racing action. But until then, race fans, stay sharp, stay fast, above all else, stay vigilante, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.